We're back on Inside Sports Sunday. The Nashville Soccer Club just ended its season last night in the USL Championship, and today the team's CEO, Ayre, is kind enough to join us because there are big things on the horizon for the franchise. I imagine it has to be exciting times.
Never more exciting. Really great to be sort of looking forward to MLS now and, finished our USL journey and moving on to bigger and better things.
What's it been like building from the ground up, and now the finish line is on the horizon?
Yeah, it's been a challenge, and that was part of the attraction of coming here for me personally. But I think, for probably a year or so, we felt like we were pushing this thing uphill, and it's absolutely the case that we're running downhill fast now. But there's a lot to do.
So what was the challenge this year of trying to build a contender in the USL while still trying to piece together and figure out how to piece together a roster for MLS?
Yeah, it was tough, and it's been tough, but, huge respect to everybody, in the USL side of things, and some of those people will come on the journey to MLS with us, and some will finish this week. But I think the biggest challenge was trying to operate two different teams. Although we're not playing MLS, we have a lot of stuff to do, and so that was always going to be a challenge.
How seamless has it been with all the moving parts?
I think if we were taking a stark look at where we are and how we've done so far, I think we'd be maybe we're an A, not an A plus. We've still got some challenges to get over, but no, I think all of the key metrics that you'd want to see are in place. Players starting to arrive, sponsors signing up to be part of Nashville, season tickets on sale, and that moving forward. Stadium plans, everything else, training facility or practice facility, academy opened, which we announced recently. So all of the key constituent parts are on the right track, and it's just about putting all the parts together now and putting this thing on the field in the spring.
A couple of weeks now, you have the expansion draft, and that's when really things start to really take shape, right?
Absolutely. As I said before, we have 7 players we've announced so far, and we have to build a roster of up to 30. So the expansion draft is probably the next biggest step that we'll go through. And, Mike Jacobs and his team, Gary, all of the team around them have been working really hard. And people probably focus on November 19th and think that's when they sit down and make these decisions. But the reality is, I think between them, they've watched every single game in MLS this season to look at every single player, to try to work out who will be made available, who'll be protected or not protected, who Miami will pick, who will pick. So it's been a real machine.
Well, I can tell that you're excited. I mean, this is what you live for, right?
Absolutely. This is my sport. I grew up playing this sport, grew up supporting a team in this sport. So I'm really happy to be in Nashville. Great place to build this. And as I said, we're all focused on the same thing, which is building something that Nashville can be proud of.
Awesome. Ayre, CEO of the Nashville Soccer Club, getting ready to become the MLS team. Get to know this logo. It's going to be all over the place.